Well, good morning.
The place that we're staying is in between like 10 different mosques, and this isn't that bad when it's white outside, but this is exactly what happened at 4:45 this morning, and we were sleeping with the windows open. It's a very early wake-up call. Today is day 2 in Istanbul. It is another absolutely beautiful day, and we've just been sitting up on our patio, enjoying the sunshine, the views, and getting some work done.
And hearing the call to prayer. You may not know this, but the city of Istanbul is split onto 2 different continents. So yesterday we were in Europe all day, but today we're going to Asia.
But first, we're getting some lunch.
How much are these? Onlar 4 lira, bunlar 3 lira.
Okay, two of these. Nice. I really hesitate to say this because it's gonna tell you just how far our videos are behind, but tomorrow starts Ramadan, which in the Islamic faith means that they basically fast for an entire month from sunup to sundown. Nobody eats, and so for us as tourists, it would be impolite to just go eating food in public. We're not exactly sure like what happens, but we think the majority of the street food is gonna disappear tomorrow. We've seen these corns everywhere on the street, so we wanted to make sure we had a chance to try it. It's just like corn cooked on the grill. It tastes like corn cooked on a grill. What? It's just a great little street snack that'll leave stuff stuck in your teeth for the rest of the day. Probably should have done this towards the end of the video. I need some floss.
We have found our next street food spot. As you can see, there are tons of people here. That's when you know it's good. We're still not quite sure what it is, but we saw it yesterday and we tried to come back for dinner last night and they were closed.
What time do you close?
So we're super excited that they're open and we're gonna try it. I just said 2. I don't know what it is. He gave me a knife. Alright, who's next? What do you want? It's just chopped up veggies with some meat. What is it? Lamb? Lamb. It's lamb. Looks great. Thank you. That's a lot of grease. I love it. How much is it? Thank you. That was really fun. The guys remembered us from last night when we came and were almost in tears because they were closed.
Nice to meet you.
See you tomorrow. Good night. So they invited me in the kitchen. I was chopping stuff up. I got to see all of the spices that they're using. These look amazing. That is fantastic. They took the bread, they cut it in half, and they hung it over the grill. So it's nice and toasty. And then the meat has these spices in it. It's like the tastiest lamb I've ever had. And of course, grilled vegetables are one of my favorite foods in the world. All together, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Alright, now we're gonna eat these on our way to the ferry to take us to Asia.
İşleminiz yapılıyor. Lütfen bekleyiniz. You can buy Istanbul card from this menu.
Yes, okay.
Please take your card and coins from return tray below.
Wow, so many coins! We hit the jackpot! Oh my goodness. I gotta buy another one. It's leaving. One more. Oh, I'm so bad. Okay, this one.
1. Pass. Ticket says menu.
Just give it to us. Come on. Let's go.
You're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it.
Don't leave us!
We made it! Woo. We were having trouble figuring out how to use the ticketing machine, and like everybody was getting on the ferry and we were about to miss it. I have no clue how often these run. There could have been another one in like 5 minutes. But it also could have been an hour. On the same page there. All right, we're going to Asia.
Yeah.
So the reason that we wanted to come to the Asian side of Istanbul today is because there's this big local market that happens every Tuesday, and we thought it would be really cool to come check out. The problem is when you start searching for it in English on the internet, there's not a lot of information about where it's actually located. So we have the name of a street in Google Maps, and we're just walking in that direction. Been walking for about 30 minutes now, and we are currently in the spot that we were walking to on Google Maps. It's a construction zone.
No signs of a local Tuesday market. Like zero signs.
Okay. Do you speak English?
İngiliz.
No. We're looking for a market. Market. So I think we're heading in the right direction. We've asked two locals who said they didn't speak English, but then after I asked them where the market was, they both pointed in the same direction. So I think we're getting close.
What just happened?
We're still lost, and I just got pooped on by a seagull.
Oh.
On my hand and all over the camera. I guess it could have been worse. It could have gone on my shirt. Oh, it just feels so gross. I gotta get this on.
The craziest thing about this situation is I just happen to have Germ-X in my purse, and out of nowhere I decided to keep the napkins from lunch and put them in my backpack. I don't know why. It's
Why don't you quit talking about it and give them to me?
they're not in my pocket. Quit touching me with your poopy hands.
Alright, hands are clean. The hunt for the market continues.
That's one more reason I hate birds.
That was like your worst nightmare.
At least it wasn't a pigeon. They're the worst.
I think seagull's poop is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Market, big market.
Damar var.
Zaman mı var?
Damar var.
Ne kadar ne diyorlar?
Şok var. Şok var.
Bak,
100
lim
metre
var.
falan döndüğümüz yer.
About,
So just
go
stay straight.
ahead.
Straight.
Solda
Yes.
kalıyor.
Okay, thank you. According to that super nice family, we are going in the right direction and we have about 4 or 5 more minutes. Then he said a bunch of street signs I should be looking out for, but I didn't understand any of them, so that doesn't really help me much. But I feel good that he knew what we were talking about.
Okay, just a little update. We found a young guy who spoke pretty good English, and I think we finally got across what we were looking for. I'm not positive, but I think there's a chance that everybody else that we talked to may have just been pointing us to the nearest grocery store, which just all happened to be in the same direction. So now we've changed course, and I think we're going to the right place.
He seemed pretty confident.
We're a good like hour at least into this walk right now.
It has been very interesting though, because we're away from the coast where all the boats come in, so there haven't been any tourists, and we're just getting to see what life is like in Asian Istanbul right
That's
now.
right, it's been a nice walk.
Yeah, the kid was right. This looks super markety. I think we found it.
YouTube. YouTube.
Where are you from? USA.
This is the largest loaf of bread I've ever seen. How do you even chew that? Like a lemon. I love this. Thank you. This has quickly turned into one of my favorite markets ever. First of all, it's massive. It's like a really local version of the Grand Bazaar. Everything is so cheap. I got these earrings for 3 lira, which is less than $1. Everybody is so nice and very accepting of the camera. A guy just waved us over to smell some of his spices, and then he wanted us to take his picture. It's the coolest. They have everything. Clothes, jewelry, shoes, vegetables, watches, sunglasses. I mean, everything. And there's hardly any tourists here. It's great.
What is this? Is it like bread?
I don't know English name. Just Turkish name. Yufka. Hareketlere bak, hareketlere.
All right, we are leaving the market and we're gonna try to find our way back to Europe. Hopefully it won't take quite as long as it took us to find it.
It's a good thing we found it when we did because we closed them down. Everybody's packing up now. It's only, oh wow, it's almost 5.
Almost 6.
Oh, I haven't changed my watch.
Wow, all of this is the market that we just walked through.
Try it again.
And just like that, we're back in Europe. What happened? What is happening? I don't understand.
It doesn't like your coins.
İşleminiz yapılıyor. Sadece kağıt para girişi yapınız.